It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage, who's third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week.
It's the Lions and the Texans on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback off in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Khalif Raymond to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Last week is one of those weird spots as a quarterback, Kate. Right? You celebrate it when every win is so hard in this league, but as a QB, you also know when you throw more interceptions than touchdowns, you're very fortunate to come on the winning side of any game at this level.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Third down, 1 yard to go. Montgomery now up the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, it's Goff. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Gibbs on second down. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Goff on third. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Throwing again. It's Goff. Has it in close. Touchdown, Detroit. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted 2nd in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Stroud off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Taking a deep shot here, and disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there, so they're left facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Stroud. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush, because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. Has a man, it's Brown. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Another one for Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down throw from Goff. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. St. Brown's got it, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
Number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pull that in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing is Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They bring their tight end left. Going to the ground again on 1st. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he'll go down here at the 16. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Throw complete to Williams. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. Our score, 14-0. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions take a 20-zip lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Texans nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He's contained at the line for no gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Stroud from the pistol. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, here's Stroud. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's Gibbs on the carry. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing is gone. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, and they go right back to him. He's got to gain a 6 there. And stop coming from Henry To'o. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Goff on 1st and 10. Taken in by Williams outright. He spins right by him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
On first down, it's Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And in for the Detroit touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead.
Texans nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Now Gibbs. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44.
The penalty at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give to Gibbs. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Sending a tight end in motion left. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They send the tight end in motion left. From the 36. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now try Gibbs again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions blowing them out now, 34-zip. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Texans nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Completed to his running back. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans with a 1st and 10. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
All right.
1st down, Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first. From the gun, Stroud. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
On the quick, right?
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And now they have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Pass caught by Mixon. And he's brought down at the line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The visitors ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. They go play action with Goff. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Brought in, inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. 1st down is right.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Bates' kick is up and good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return starts from the 16. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lions holding an early advantage. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Lamar Jackson, another strong game as his guys moved to 9-1 on the season. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, on Monday Night Football on 11/11, Dolphins and Rams from SoFi in L.A. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud now. Into the hands of Schultz. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He's got, this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Stroud. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Good Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 46.
From the 46. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down throw from Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up with it. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to 1 possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
It's mixed in on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Goff setting to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Goff on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Complete to number 14, Underdog St. Brown. It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has a man, it's Brown. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Throwing again, it's Goff. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Complete to Underdog St. Brown. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions piling onto the scoreboard yet again. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead.
Texans 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First and 10, or on to Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
He's got him. That's Mixon.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That one gains 7. And it sets up a Houston first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Going the other way, Lions have it. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Lions capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They're out and set, first and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Goff. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that gives the Lions the first. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Lions football, and they've got to be happy about this lead to start the 4th. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Another one for Gibbs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Running it with Gibbs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He goes back. He loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
To the air, 3rd and long. Throw complete to Williams. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll go for it. Goff. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Gibbs. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal. A give to Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions throwing 6 more on the blowout. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Texans 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense getting set to go. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 31. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Schultz with the catch. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st down, Stroud. Cut out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. And this time they're going to get there and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
The Texans set to punt. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Here's a give to Gibbs. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on first. And this one does not go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Lions getting ready to celebrate a 9-0 start. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this is touchdown right at the 35. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throw right side, Dell has it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the gun, Stroud. On the move, past the 40. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Into the hands of Schultz. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first. So the Lions get the win on the road. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Houston.